Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Rao. Joining me for the show is Debashish Sen from Ranchi, Shomik Chakrabarti from Mumbai, and Rohit Sharma Virat Kohli fever has taken over Ranchi. From what Debashish is telling us, it's absolute chaos outside of the stadium. We've got some visuals for you to watch as well. But Debashish, tell us about the build-up. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma craze in Ranchi.
Gargi, can you come back, please? Once again.
Tell us about the build-up. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma craze.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely crazy build-up. Gargi means people have been walking 3.5, 4 kilometers from the stadium. When myself and Shubhayan were coming to the stadium, we could actually see people walking on 3.5, 4 kilometers away from the stadium, and uh, unreal craze here for Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. And just look at the blue, the sea of blue, and this is almost the same picture across all the gates. All the gates, you will see the similar picture. This, I think, it's outside the south gate, which is the media gate. But unreal craze, and it has been going for the last 3 days. The build up to this match has been electrifying, and as the match starts, you will see few thousand more outside, and everyone is sporting a Virat Kohli jersey, a Rohit Sharma jersey. Even there, you could actually see a few MS Dhoni jersey as well in yellow, the Chennai Super Kings jersey as well.
Wow, Chennai Super Kings jersey. I mean, I don't expect anything different in Ranchi, and there you can see a lot of people. As there is Rohit Sharma jerseys, there are Virat Kohli jerseys, but also Dhoni 7 jerseys as well. So Debashish, by the end of the day, do let us know what is the jersey that you see most. Is it Dhoni? Is it Rohit? Or Virat, because this is Ranchi, this is Dhoni stuff. So we've got to know what the tally is like. But Shomik is also joining us. Shomik, we've been talking about this over and over again. Cricket needs its brand, cricket needs its superstar, and it could not be proved otherwise. Look at the way that this ODI series has started off in Ranchi. It is a small town, yet look at the kind of people that have poured in to watch the match. Back in Australia as well, as soon as Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli's name was added to India's squad, all of the ODIs got sold out. So really, the brand, it is beyond imagination at this point. You are on
Sorry.
mute.
Yeah. Gargi, first of all, the JCA Stadium in Ranchi is a bit far from the city center. Um, it takes a lot of pain for the fans to go there, and especially coming back because Ranchi, like the metro cities, don't have that kind of public transport, metros and others, and the private vehicles are your only options. I can tell you that if this inconsequential ODI series were happening without Virat and Rohit, the stadium probably wouldn't have been half full. As much as you talk about winning the star culture, collective, not individual brilliance, stuff like that, sport doesn't work that way. It is about the stars who glorify the game. So from that point of view, Virat and Rohit, I'm telling you just one anecdotal thing. Just it happened an hour ago, and it is right from the very grassroots. I gave something to the laundry, and I told him that, see, I will go to Raipur tomorrow. So I need my stuff back by by Sunday evening. And the guy at the laundry, he gave it back to me this morning, and I told him that you are a champion like Sharma. And the response came, "Itna bhi upar mat chada do." So that is the kind of respect these guys have from common people. And I am giving you an example from the very grassroots. So this is how it is. These are the stars who woo the fans. And the weather is absolutely brilliant during this time of the year in Ranchi. Hopefully, the fans will enjoy their cricket.
I have been unsuccessful in the past two times of unmuting myself. But Devashish, what is the pitch looking like? I know there's a lot of curiosity as to what the pitch will behave, what the pitch will behave like.
Gargi, it looks like it's to be a belter, and so far five matches have been played, and all have been high scoring one. Even a score of 300 has been successfully chased. So yes, and this will be similar kind of a thing, the surface. So I think there will be plenty of runs. Yes, dew will be a factor, as was said in the pre-match press conference by KL Rahul. It might be a factor during this time of the year, but having said that, I think the wicket has plenty of runs there, and it won't be any difference. There will at least 250, 260 to 270 score is the minimum requirement on this surface.
Do you think toss will play a big role here?
Shomita, are you going?
Devashish? Devashi,
Oh,
I'll
you
mute
are
you.
asking me. You are asking me. I don't think really toss is going to be a factor because normally white ball cricket in these parts, yes, bowling and the dew will be a factor when it comes to the spinners, means gripping the ball with a wet ball. Also, the death bowling will be a bit difficult with that wet ball. But having said that, I think overall it will be a good batting surface throughout the 100 overs. So I think yes, I won't say that toss will be a major factor, but we expect a good match.
From KL Rahul stepping out as captain, what do you think are the chances of him turning the probability of winning the toss?
It could be. Rishabh Pant couldn't do it in Gaudy. Let's see what KL Rahul does. But toss is. I will slightly disagree with Devashish because given the due factor, toss might play an important role because pacing at this ground could be easier given the due factor. And sometimes what happens during this time of the year, the onset of winter, the ball feels like a soap cake out there in the middle. As much as you try to negate the dew factor, you cannot do that. You cannot control nature. So maybe just maybe toss could be a factor. And if KL Rahul wins the toss, definitely he will decide to bowl first, and definitely he will opt for chase because this is a high scoring ground. And India will have to either bat big or chase big because this is probably the weakest Indian seam bowling attack in a long, long time.
All right. Devashish, I know we've spoken about this yesterday as well, but there's still a lot of discourse on whether or not Ruturaj Gaikwad will find a place in the playing 11. Do you think it's more or less confirmed that he will come in at number 4?
Yes, Gargi, it's more or less decided that Rituraj Gaikwad will get a chance, get a shot. The question is whether he's going in at number four or number five. Because if he goes in at number four, then Tilak Verma might go in at number five. It will be vice versa between Tilak Verma and Ruturaj Gaikwad, with KL Rahul announcing himself yesterday that he's going to go in at number six. So that will be the more or less batting order with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma opening the batting, followed by Virat Kohli. Then number four, it will be between Rituraj Gaikwad and Tilak Verma, 4-5. Number six, KL Rahul, followed by Ravindra Jadeja, Washington Sundar. Because clearly, when I walked away from the stadium, I didn't see Kuldeep Yadav there. I could see Washington Sundar and who Ravindra Jadeja doing some spot bowling, as also Prasidh Krishna and Arshdeep Singh marking their bowling run-up. So clearly, I don't know because I am outside right now. I don't know. It will only get to know when once the toss happens. But clearly, initial indications are that you never know. Means maybe Prasidh Krishna might get a chance in ahead of Harshit Rana.
All right. Shomik, what are you thinking about? Do you think it's done? Ruturaj at 5, Ruturaj at 4, Tilak at number 5, and then comes in KL Rahul at number 6.
See, the fact of the matter is that Devashish are reporting from on ground. So, and he's saying he has been maintaining that Rituraj Gaikwad is all but locked in at number four. So I have to go by that because he has the first hand knowledge of everything. If Tilak Verma plays, which means India will not be playing Nitish Kumar Reddy. Tilak Verma would be playing as a batting all-rounder, given that Tilak Verma would bowl a bit of his off spin as well, a few overs, five, maybe 4 5 overs of his off spin as well. So that is the thing, and it clearly suggests that Rishabh Pant will not be part of the playing 11. So that is one thing. But if you look at the seam bowling setup of this team, Arshdeep is there. Besides Arshdeep, you have Prashit Krishna and Harshit Rana. Now that is about 120 to 130 runs conceded if they bowl their full quota of overs. That means 20 overs, 120 to 130 runs conceded. Prashit Krishna and Harshit Rana. Harshit Rana still contributes. He is a decent fielder. I mean, he can use the long handle as a batsman. Prashit Krishna is a liability in the field, and he is a mark with the bat. So that is why I'm saying this is the weakest Indian seam bowling attack in a long, long time. Because earlier, if you look at the Champions Trophy, Jasprit Bumrah was not there, but Mohammad Shami was there. In the Australia tour, Jasprit Bumrah was there. So at least one or two good fast bowlers you are always carrying. This time, Arshdeep, in any case, is not a regular in this format. Still, but he will have to lead the attack, followed by two leaky fast bowlers. So this is a big issue. Maybe India. That is why I'm saying that India will have to bat big, and um, the onus would be on the spinners. Ravindra Jadeja. I don't know if India bats second, how much they would come into play given the due factor. So if India bat first, they will have to bat South Africa out of this contest, which is not easy. South Africa are a gun team in this format.
Absolutely. Let's digress from the ODI match that we're going to witness today and talk about Andre Russell a little bit. He was released from KKR. He was not retained by the franchise, and today he announces his retirement from the IPL. Debashish, first thoughts?
I am quite fascinated by his role. Power coach. What is that? Because Sumit is better experienced than me. I have never heard of a term power coach. What is a power coach in cricket and especially IPL? So maybe Sumit can throw more light. I have no idea what a power coach is in IPL. So and it was on the expected lines once he was not retained by the KKR franchise. It was means obviously see his contributions to KKR has been immense. He has won two IPL titles, but the ones he was not retained by the franchise, then we were expecting that. But obviously we are not expecting that he's going to retire. But it's some sort of decision. But power code is something new for me, Gargi, if you ask me.
Gargi, I'm picking up the pieces. I'm going back to the great strategist rise, Shonar Killa, when Dr. Hajra is having a conversation with a police officer in Rajasthan, and he is mentioning the word telepathy. It is power coach is something like that. If you ask me, power hitting, yes. Power punch, yes. Power player, yes. Power coach, no. I haven't even ever heard of this term. What is that? I mean, if someone can explain, I would be grateful. If someone from the camp can educate us about what exactly is power coach, would be absolutely grateful.
Lovely, opinions there. But okay, a lot of people talking about Dre Russ here. A sports fan is saying power coach is nothing, is just a way of not letting Russell play at other franchises. Maybe it's a way of showing loyalty as well. That even though we don't want we don't want you to play for the team, but we want you to be involved in the franchise. That could also very well be a way of getting Russell in as the power coach. Let's take some comments here. Freaking Awesome is saying toss doesn't play a big role on this wicket, but batting first and putting scoreboard pressure on the board is the right way to go against a team like South Africa. Bat first and score around 320 or more. Okay. Um, Shamik sir, full house crowds are there for white ball games across India. Why do we not see the same in tests at tier 2 centers?
See, first of all, Test cricket is a long game, And Test cricket, you will see crowds only at the traditional Test centers. That is why Virat Kohli went at this very venue, Ranchi 2019. And I asked him about whether India were playing against South Africa and they completed a clean sweep. And at the post match press conference, it was my question to Virat whether do you think that India, like Australia and England, should have five or six traditional test centers? And Virat came up with yes, we should have five or six strong test centers. So, from that point of view, Test cricket is about legacy and it is about that cricket culture. Um, in the non-traditional, or as this fan said, tier two cricket centers, the majority of them, not all of them, the majority of them don't have that kind of taste culture, I would say. So that is one of the reasons. And 5 day cricket, 3 or 4 days falling into on work days. So all that factors combined, and also see, like if you talk about Eden Gardens had 120,000 people over 2.5 days. Guwahati also, second day and third day, very good turnout. Very good, or rather, first day and second day, very good turnout. Given that 25,000 people. So at some venues in England, for example, 25,000 people, 25,000 spectators is full house. So there was decent turnout at Guwahati. Guwahati was excellent in terms of hosting a test match, and they should be given credit for that. But yes, this is. But if you talk to me, I mean, if you ask me about the ODIs, ODIs don't have many takers only because Rohit and Virat are playing. Only because they are the factors. They are the factors. They are wing the fans to the stadiums. I started off saying that if Virat and Rohit are not there in this series, the stadium probably wouldn't have been half full.
South Africa
Correct,
has
and I think
won
that's a
the
very
toss and
fair
decided
assessment.
to bowl first. South Africa
Okay,
has
I
won the
was just
toss and decided to bowl first.
and what do we say about that? I think I was expecting that to happen because it doesn't seem like the toss gods are on India's side at the moment.
Absolutely. My word, KL Rahul also. KL Rahul, I mean, this every Indian captain is following a pattern. How come time after time
We
they
have the
are
team. We have the team. I
doing?
just
Yes, yes, please.
whoa. Okay, Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli. Number 4, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Number 5, Washington Sundar. Number 6, KL Rahul. Number 7, Ravindra Jadeja. Number 8, Harshit Rana, Kuldeep Yadav, Arshdeep Singh, and Prasidh Krishna. So Tilak Verma does not find a place in the team. From what Shomik is reacting like, I think he somewhat had a gut feeling that he wouldn't. But Debashish, first reactions to the team. Washington Sundar at number 5. Were you expecting that?
Yeah, but before that, both Shubhayan and myself have always maintained that Russell Gaikwad will go in at number 4, and that is what has been now confirmed that Ruturaj will go in at number 4. But it was quite surprising not to see Tilak Verma. He was seen having a long nets the other day, and also he had a long bowling session yesterday. But definitely, the team, by going by the look of the team, so they reckon that this wicket might offer some bounce and carry. So that is the reason. But with India now, obviously having to bowl second. Uh, uh, yeah, so South Africa is bowling first. So India will. What is
Bat
India going to
first.
do? India will bat first.
India,
Bat first.
India will bat first.
So it will be difficult to argue with that wet ball because dead bowling will come into factor. But good to see Kuldeep getting a nod. In recent times, we have seen that Kuldeep Yadav been overlooked, but it will be good that if he gets all the 3 games in this series, much like Washington Sundar.
Shomik, your thoughts? Were you expecting Washington? Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
if once they have decided to play Washi at number 5, Tilak Verma was always going to miss out because you cannot play Tilak Verma at 7. And once they decided, as Devashish and Shubhana are reporting, that Ruturaj Gaikwad would be playing at number 4, then and it's a it's the right call, I would say, because he's the informed batsman. If you look at the score, if you look at the respective scores in the A series, Ruturaj scored a half century and a century. Tilak Verma was not that. Tilak Verma was not that successful. So they are going with the form, and not only those two matches. Ruturaj has been in excellent form this season in the Ranji Trophy as well. In the Ranji Trophy, over 4 innings, he is averaging 149 in this Ranji season. So they are backing the informed player, which is absolutely fair. And once they decided that they will play an all-rounder in form of Washington Sundar at number 5, because yesterday at the press conference, KL Rahul confirmed that he will bat at number 6 because that is his position now in this format. So he will bat at number 6. So it was clear that Tilak Verma will not be included in the playing 11. But I mean, looking at our bowling lineup, at our first bowling lineup, I can only offer a prayer. Let's see what happens. I expect, I mean, and also the due factor coming in. See, if you are a batsman, Gargi, if you are a batsman and you have to score 15 runs, for example, of the final over, which is being bowled either by Harshit Rana or Prashit Krishna, you would always back yourself to score those runs, isn't it?
Yes, think so, and I think it's apt that you brought it up because that's exactly where I was headed. And I was going to ask Debashish and yourself. Debashish, now over to you. India's bowling lineup, especially the pace trio, looking thin compared to South Africa. You're on mute.
And Sumit has said it yesterday, a few minutes before as well. Means absolutely they are weak as far as fast bowling is concerned, and it will really test the fast bowlers in Arshdeep Prasid and Harshit Rana. And herein lies they will have a bigger opportunity now to try and make a mark in these conditions. If they can make a mark, obviously that, with Shiraj and Jasprit Bumrah, whenever they are available, they will just walk into the side. So if they can put up a good show, they will perhaps tick the boxes and obviously influence the selectors might just to keep them, because with after this series you have the 3 match ODI series against New Zealand as well. So all they need to do is to put up a good show, means so as to impress the selectors.
Absolutely, and again, digressing from the match a little bit, let's talk about Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan, both getting centuries and some really fast-paced ones. Shomik, at this point, what do you think? Abhishek Sharma has been causing a lot of trouble at the top order. Every time he's walked out, it's been absolute fearless batting from Abhishek, and now Ishan Kishan also joins in with that 100.
Yeah, Abhishek scored a 50, 12 ball 50, the joint third fastest, and the joint second fastest for an Indian. And he goes in the same bracket as Yuvraj Singh. Earlier, Yuvraj Singh, as far as India is concerned, Yuvraj Singh held that record of scoring the first fastest T20 50, 12 balls, and Abhishek Sharma did it against Bengal today in Hyderabad. And see, Abhishek Sharma, the way he plays, once he starts connecting, I mean, you will have to run for the cover. That's the only way. From a bowler's perspective, that's the only way. He does it in international cricket. So, domestic cricket, given the ball, I mean, it's expected that he will do it in domestic cricket as well. So, Abhishek Sharma, I see Abhishek Sharma going ahead. He is a young kid still, 21 years old. I see Abhishek Sharma's gradual progression going ahead. He is not just a slam bang. I mean, he plays that slam bang way, but he is an excellent player against spin bowling. The way he reads spinners from the hand. I see a gradual progression. I am looking at the bigger picture. Abhishek Sharma can do this. We all know he can take the bowlers. He can take any bowling attack to the cleaners. But the gradual progression is I see him in the ODI setup a few years, a couple of years, maybe 2 years down the line. And then I see him in the test side also. He has that game. Ishan has always been a talented cricketer. He Some issues happened with between him and the selectors and the BCCI, and now he is on a comeback trail. He will have to keep performing to knock on the door of the selectors. But he has always been a very talented cricketer.
Absolutely. Devashish, your thoughts on Abhishek Sharma and Nishan Kishan's performances in SMAT?
I
You're on
think
mute, but
Bengal,
you're not able to watch.
I think Bengal bowlers got the beating of a lifetime. The way Abhishek Sharma was just he scored a 50 of just 12 balls. So Bengal had in fact won the first two matches, and it was just for us the first time they've made a tough challenge, and their bowling completely faltered. Mohammad Shami, Akashdeep, all going for plenty. So and it goes to show means obviously Abhishek Sharma rightly. I think it is for us the right time to always also try him at one day cricket as well means the kind of form he is in, I think for us it is the right time to also get him in ODI cricket. See, there will be a phase when Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will call it a time, but then you need your backup players. Yes, you have a Ruturaj Gaikwad who is also an opener. You have a Yashasvi Jaiswal, but why not try an Abhishek Sharma as well, given the form he has been? If he is so good in one day T20 cricket, why not he can replicate that same form in ODI cricket? It will augur well for India as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are some comments here. Let's take them. Final 10 minutes on the show because game starts at 1:30 and Debashish will also have to head in. Debashish, if you need to, just let me know whenever you need to go inside. Okay, where were we? Anirban Banerjee is saying again, management at it. Odd that Gaikwad has been slotted in at number 4 when he has all his list A runs as opener, but now shoehorned just for the sake of it. Shomik?
I didn't quite understand the question, but as we have already said,
I
Rituraj
think
Gaikwad. Yeah, yeah,
what
Gargi,
he's
please.
trying to say is that all his list A runs, all of list A runs of Ruturaj Gaikwad have come in at the top of the order, but now the management wants to slot him in at number 4. But
So,
that's how it works. Whatever
so
slots
basically, how do the team management alter the opening combination? Do you expect them to alter an opening combination of Rohit Sharma and Jadeja as well? This is also a very important game. This series is a very important series for Jadeja as well. This is his opportunity to cement his place in the ODI side. Yeah, this is an unexpected opportunity with Shubman Gill playing. He would have once again been the backup opener, but now he has gotten the opportunity and he has got the game. He should absolutely smash it and cement his place. And if you look at this, so you want Ruturaj Gaikwad to play at the top order at the expense of Rohit Sharma, Jassi Jaiswal, and Virat Kohli. It doesn't happen like that. This is the Indian team. In list A games, when he's playing for Maharashtra, it is completely different. Or Chennai Super Kings at the IPL, it is completely different. This is the Indian team we are talking about, and those three slots are completely sealed. Jasasi Jaiswal has been India's backup opener in the 50 over format for a long time now, and with Shubman Gill playing, he was not getting his chances. Now he has gotten his chance. Uh, it's an absolutely fair call to include Ruturaj Gaikwad and give him the numbers. The team could have said that we would be playing Tilak Verma because at that team selection meeting, Ajit Agarkar name checked him. But they have they have respected the current form. Rituraj is the informed batsman, and it's a fairly absolutely right call. I don't see anything negative in this.
Not at all. I don't think even Ruturaj Gaikwad would see anything negative in this. Whatever opens up, he will be ready to grab on to that opportunity. Ruturaj Gaikwad is playing an
One
ODI
of the
game for India.
Gargi, to put things in perspective, one of the most consistent players in Indian cricket in Indian Test setup over the last
Yes,
12 months, Washington Sundar, he is oscillating between number 3 and number 9.
exactly.
Right.
And
He's one of
five.
the most consistent. Number 3, number 5, number 7, you name it, every position. He played a very good. I mean, he put up with a very good show at Eden Gardens on a minefield at number 3, and
Absolutely.
then he was demoted to number 8. and he is handling with that. These are the adjustments you need to make when you are playing for India. And Rituraj Gaikwad is just a new kid. He's just coming into the setup after a long time. After the last ODI was in December 2023, I think. So he's coming back to the setup after a long time. So number four is pretty much the top order. So absolutely no problem.
100%. Let's take some more questions. Freaking Awesome is saying, under Bavuma's captaincy, South Africa have won 25 out of 47 ODIs. Not a great record. His slow innings becomes a burden for them when they have to chase 300 plus. South Africa lost to New Zealand in Champions Trophy mainly because of his strike rate. Devashish, but do you think South Africa will be going in with a lot of confidence and momentum? You're on mute.
If you look at the South African team, yes, compared to India, they haven't done great in terms of results in recent times. But obviously, with Aiden Markram coming in the ODI mold, and also Quinton de Kock there in the side, you have a very decent power pack batting order. If you see Ryan Rickelton and Aiden Markram, followed by Quinton de Kock, Matthew Bridgett. This is one player we should keep an eye on because he's a very power packed all rounder. Then they have a Tony Dozie who is no and Duval Brevis. Duval Brevis makes it into the ODI side. He missed the Test series due to an injury. So I think that's a and Mark and Corbin Boss. So I think that's a very power packed batting lineup, and obviously it will definitely test the skill of the Indian fast bowlers, and obviously Shomikda, as always, he always mentions about the name of Prasidh Krishna. It will be interesting to see how Prasidh Krishna live up to the expectation. Obviously, Harshit Rana, Prasidh Krishna, these are the two bowlers who the Indian team management will be banking upon. But it is time for them to show up. Means obviously whether they have it in them to restrict the South African batting for I would say a modest total.
Devashish, in terms of Prashit Krishna living up to the expectations, I expect him to concede 65 to 70 runs if he bowls his full quota of 10 overs. That is my expectations of Prashit Krishna. Anything less, I will take it as a bonus.
I hope Prasid proves you wrong. I
I
do hope
doubt.
so.
I still doubt
Gargi,
because
if you may allow me,
there
I
would
have
be
to
at
say,
least yes. There would be at least two boundary balls in every in. I mean, every over that he would bowl, there would be at least two boundary balls.
Devashish, you were saying?
I have to leave because I have to take the match is about to start in next 10 minutes. So if you can please allow me, or how long will this live go on? Another 5 minutes?
No, I was thinking I will end it in the next 2-3 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay. So
that,
I'll stay till the end. I'll stay till the
yes.
end. No problem. Two
Let's
three
just
minutes
take
is
the
okay.
final few comments here. Um, Shomik, you take this one. Almost everyone forgets Sai Sudarshan. Sai has played ODIs really well in South Africa, but he has not been picked after that. I think his batting style suits ODIs more.
My word, I choose to be guarded in this in Shai Sudarshan. I'm still struggling to come to terms with his 139 ball 14 in Guwahati in the second innings in Guwahati. It's not about the 139 balls. It was never a blockathon like Fab du Plessis and AB de Villiers, but the way he batted, he never looked to be in control. So I have my reservations as far as Sai Sudarshan is concerned. In terms of international cricket, maybe IPL he is absolutely electric. He is absolutely fine. But as far as international cricket is concerned, which is a higher level than the IPL, to put it mildly, I have my reservations as far as Sai Sudarshan is concerned as a batsman, as a top order batsman.
All right, because we're talking about Virat Kohli so much, True Wicket is asking what still drives Virat Kohli after he has achieved so much so far. Debashish, do you have an answer to that?
Obviously, means every time Virat Kohli walks in, or for that matter Rohit Sharma, there will be expectation. And what would be more interesting is every time they will bat in the next few matches, they will be scrutinized. Means whether they score or whether they not do not score. Means every time they will means at the moment that they fail to score, there will be talks. Come on, we have a Yashasvi Jaspal, we have a Abhishek Sharma waiting in the wings. So they will, and that is, I would say, a bit disappointing as well. But definitely, when it comes to Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, given how they performed in that last ODI in Sydney, so there will be huge expectations, and obviously, and yes, today only BCCI has put up a lovely video of Virat and Rohit where they express their hunger. They're obviously they reckon that they still have that they still feel that they are still in, and Rohit, and particularly Rohit, he said that if the moment he feels that he's 95%, he won't have that willingness urge to go. So I think that speaks volume. So I think a lot will be expected, and wherever the next six matches, the three matches here against South Africa and the three coming up against New Zealand, and it is bound to be. See, you look at the crowd today. Means it is a full house, not to watch a Ravindra Jadeja or a KL Rahul, but it's only because of these two players, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.
All right, time for predictions. We'll come back at the mid innings. But Shomik, what are you predicting?
I think South Africa have a little bit of age, given that they have won the toss and they will chase. But if India, I think for India to win this game, they will have to score something in excess of 325. 325 is the part total for India, in excess of that, because that will create scoreboard pressure. Anything less than that, South Africa, it will be South Africa's game to lose.
Devashish, your predictions?
I also totally agree with Samantha. Anything above 300. 300 is the minimum requirement on the street. You score at 300 because in T20 in the world of T20s, you have to score a run ball, and anything India needs to score anything above 300 means to make a match of it. I'm not saying that it will be a winning total. Means South Africa have a very good batting lineup, so it will be interesting. But let's see how much India posts.
All right. On that note, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much, Devashish and Shomik. Yes, Shomik.
Gargi, this show will be incomplete if we don't get your predictions and
Oh my goodness.
don't go into that 85 territory.
I think it's 60-40 towards South Africa.
You,
Are
you
you are
have
rooting
hit the
for South Africa?
bullseye. You have hit the bullseye, both in terms of predictions, in terms of cricketing
Mathematics.
predictions, and in terms of maths. So brilliant.
Glad to know. Glad to know. On that note, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much, Devashish and Shomik, for joining and for giving us your insights. To everyone who's watching, we'll be back at the mid innings, so don't forget to join us then. Stay tuned.